shows, your episodes on Biz TV. And Pat and everyone, I cannot wait to tell you what happened last night. My cell phone rang at about 8:45 p.m. I do not answer my phone after 8 p.m., but it was, I did. I had taught a webinar last night, and I thought, no, who could this be? It was a phone I didn't recognize, and it was a person that I've known for a very long time, more than 10 years, that has an extremely successful business in Pittsburgh. And she said, Beth, I just finished watching all of your episodes. And she hired me as a consultant, and it paid for all of this year of Biz TV and all of next year of Biz TV. And so that's and she found the videos on LinkedIn. Even though she's known me for a long time, she saw it come up in her LinkedIn feed. She watched one video, and then she went back to my page and watched all of them. And she said, my husband and I were watching these, and he said, when are you going to finally hire her? And so I start working with her next Wednesday. So that couldn't be more perfect timing than for me to tell you how I got that. So
exactly.
Because I know that everybody here has different levels of how experienced you are on LinkedIn. I'm going to start from very scratch. Now, my LinkedIn profile is very up to date, but my good friend, Dr. Ann Gaddy, who is one of the Biz TV hosts, allowed me access to her profile so that I can show you how to do this. So first we're going to do is we're going to go to our LinkedIn accounts, and as you can see, I'm already signed in here as Ann Gaddy. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to, let's take a look at her profile, and I'll show you where I'm going to put this. The first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure right up here that it talks about, I really like this, business strategist, author, rebel educator, and dog lover. And I think what we're going to do is, that's a really great title, but what we'll do is right here, we'll change this current. She has Strategic People Solutions and Drs. Gaddy LLC. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to change that right there, edit the display name, and I'm going to put host for Pittsburgh Biz TV shows. Now the little trademark that we use, Pat, that comes right after the S, is that correct?
Correct.
So we're going to add the little trademark sign right there. And if you don't know how to do that, in Google Chrome, you go to Edit, and then you hit emoji and symbols. That's where that comes from. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is put the host for Biz TV shows into the top of her profile. Now let's go back and look at her profile again. Host for Pittsburgh Biz TV shows. Okay, that's something that you can do to put that right at the top. Oops, I don't know what that came from. Okay, well that's interesting. Let's see here. Alrighty. Now, as you can see, we've talked in past episodes about putting your videos in. As you can see, she has a video here. But I want to get your video up at the top where your posts are. So it's right underneath of your name, right underneath of your face. So you can put a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that today. I'm going to put write a new post. Now before I write that post, I need to get some information from her most recent episode. So folks, you can do these twice a month. I know a lot of people worry about getting their information out the same day as their episode came out, but you have to view Biz TV shows as any other media, like as if you were on any television show, radio show, newspaper program. The media puts your information out first, and then you leverage it later. So you can use LinkedIn if you want to put out your videos that came out last year even, because the content is still relevant. So if you've been a host for a year or more and you've not done that, you can still put up a video once a week, and it's going to be fresh content to these viewers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go head over, we're going to open a new tab. I'm up here and I'm opening a new tab, and I'm going to go to PittsburghBizTVShows.com, and there's Dr. Dan's new video. I'll come back and watch that later, and I'm going to go right to Ann's show page. So her most recent video here is Why Employee Happiness Matters. Now I think this is the page where you can copy the image. Okay, you can't copy the image when you actually hit play, but if you're right here, you can right-click and hit Save Image As, and it's called Why Employee Happiness Matters, and then I'm going to put here Ann video photo so that I can find it on my computer, and I'm saving that to my desktop. That way I can find it easily, and most importantly, I can delete it after I'm done using it. All right, now I'm going to actually click play here so that I can find the link, the direct link to that video, which is right here. So I want that, but I also need to copy a little bit of information. Dr. Ann Gaddy describes why employee happiness matters in a workplace. Research is clear that happiness is the ultimate productivity booster, but building a workplace doesn't happen overnight. Now that's pretty good content right there. So I'm going to first copy and paste this. Now something that I know, folks, from my experience in public relations and marketing is that people like you to solve their problems. And a lot of times what we want to do is educate people when what they really want to do is have their problem solved. So I'm back over here on LinkedIn. I'm going to write a new post. And the first thing that I want to do is have a really great headline. And so her headline is Why Employee Happiness Matters. And I'm going to talk about the problem in my headline. Let's see here. One thing I might say is, are you dreading going to work tomorrow? How about if I say, watch this if you work with unhappy people. Do you see how that is, and this is a headline, so I'm going to make these capitalized. Do you see how that's solving a problem? Okay, so that's the first thing. Then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste. Research is clear that happiness is the ultimate productivity booster, but building a happy workplace doesn't happen overnight. If you work with unhappy people, the tips in this video will help. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to copy this link. Now I cut it, that way I know that I got it. So I'm just cutting and I'm pasting the link right here. And when I hit return, oh, look what happens when I hit return. Not only does it make the link live, it also pulls in the picture and of the video and the description. Isn't that awesome? Now I still want to do something else right here. I want to add an image to the top. So I'm just going to click on this photo, and now already I can't remember what I called that photo, but I do now know that I did. I called it Ann. I put the name Ann in it. So look, already, if I was doing this at my desk, I might have had a phone call or something come in, and I know that somewhere or another I put her name. Ann video photo, why employee. There you go. So I found it. So you can see I'm not like a super whiz. And there we go. Now I can drag. Can I drag to reposition this?
Yes. Yes.
I think I might. It says here that I can drag it, but I can't do it right now, and I think that might be because this webinar is using up a lot of my space. But as you can see, I can drag and post this. It's not working for you now, but I'll come back and fix that afterwards. But when you don't have a webinar connection with 15 other people connected to your internet, you probably will be able to move that down a little bit, which is what I will do. And once you adjust that, then you simply click Publish. Now then they give you a little post that says add some tags so that you're going to be more easily searched in LinkedIn. Now what will happen is when we post this, it's going to go out to all of Dr. Ann's contacts on LinkedIn, and some of her contacts will also see it. But LinkedIn will also index this according to the tags that you put. So let's see, we're going to put, let's type in workplace relations. I'm also going to type in the word conflict because most people do not type in happiness, they type in the problem. So I'm going to put in conflict resolution, and then I'm going to also put in leadership. Okay, and now we're going to publish that post. All right, look what it says. We've shared your post on LinkedIn. Keep up the momentum by sharing it on Facebook and Twitter. So you can do that also. I'm going to X that out. Look at how beautiful that looks. And not only does it look here, it's going to go right at the top of her profile. Right there, the very first thing. Watch this if you work with unhappy people. So that is how, if I wasn't explaining this to you, it would have taken me 2 minutes or less. And you can just do this every 2 weeks, or every 2 weeks if you're a new show host, every week if you're a seasoned show host, and you can really grow your business that way. The other thing that I do, Pat, if you don't mind, I love this tool, and that is I like to share to my groups on LinkedIn. And Pat and Colin have made that so easy for us. So when let's pretend like it's my video. Let's go back to my show so I know my stuff a little better. Whenever I have a new video, this is my newest video, How to Stay No and Still Be Nice. What I really like is using these buttons here. So there are two things that I do. I share it on Pinterest because I have a leadership tips board on Pinterest. And let me just, this isn't a Pinterest lesson, but let me show you how easy it is. Look at that, right there. And then I type in leadership, women in leadership, pinned, done. There you go. I have a lot of followers to that. And then I will come over here to LinkedIn, and look what happens. I can share this as an update, but here I can send it to individuals, but here's what I love to do, is post it to my groups. This saves so much time, you guys. Years ago, people kind of call me the LinkedIn queen. In 2012, I won an award, Top 20 Most Influential Women on LinkedIn, and I used to do that. I used to go into each and every one of my groups and post and post and post and post, and I can't believe how much time this is. Now, I'm not going to post because, as you can see, I'm signed in right now as Ann Gaddy, so I'm not going to do it, but this is what I would do. I would share it to Pittsburgh Professional Women, Pittsburgh Business Times, and the Pittsburgh Consulting Community. And then any of, those are Ann's groups, but any of the groups that I want to put this out. I belong to Forbes Leadership, which is a national group. I don't know if Dr. Ann belongs to that one. Forbes Leadership is one that I recommend, and I put in a catchy title. Let's see. Do you resist saying no, even when you have no time to spare? And then I would put in my details something personal. I struggled with this for years. Learn my tips in this video. Enjoy. Okay? And then I would hit share, and that's going to go to these groups. Super easy. And look at this. You can also post that to Twitter at the same time. So, Pat, I love, love, love these buttons over here. Thank you so much for making that super, super easy. And that's my LinkedIn lesson for you today.
And thank you, Beth. That was really awesome. I did record it, so I'll put this out so that you can go back and watch it if you need some additional help. But the other thing I'd like to say is that you can do this with your Sword of Success article as well, along with all your blog posts. Pardon?
Do you want me to show that?
I don't know, what time is it? No, we don't have time. It's
no, 10:56. Okay.
But anyway, it's just as easy as that. And we put the JPEGs for the cover of your article, for the first part of your article. So you can just customize that for your picture, and then that will give you the information for your posts. So I'm going to take over as the presenter here.
I just did.
Oh, you did.
I'm doing that right now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I hope that was helpful to all of you, and really appreciate that you came on the call. I'm going to post the recording on the Biz TV Show's website, and I'll send you a link to it so that everyone has a link. Any questions from anyone?
Pat, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, this is Melanie. I forgot to make a request regarding if anyone knows or has used someone, whether it's in the Biz Shows community or outside, a really good marketer that helps them with marketing their social media and things of that nature. So I could be reached at melanie@liveinyourtruth.life if anyone has any great suggestions or leads in that regard. Thank you.
Or Melanie, you could post that also in our Facebook group.
Okay, great.
And then people can respond to you there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions or comments? Going once, going twice? Okay, thanks so much everyone for coming on the call, and thank you, Beth, for the lesson for us. Goodbye.
Yeah, all right, bye everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Pat, hope to see you soon. Bye.
Yep.